For the 5th year, my phone stayed silent until I saw my sister at the theme park with my parents. There it was on Instagram, my sister Emma grinning at Disneyland with my parents. The caption read, "Best surprise birthday trip ever." Her birthday isn't until September. Mine was yesterday. I stared at the photo for a full minute. There was my dad wearing the Mickey ears I'd bought him 3 Christmases ago, the ones he claimed were too silly when I gave them to him. My mom was holding cotton candy, something she always said was diabetes in a bag whenever I suggested getting some as a kid. These are the same parents who texted me yesterday. "Sorry, honey, work emergency, can't make dinner, rain check." The same parents who missed my college graduation because Emma had a panic attack about a job interview. The same parents who forgot to pick me up from the hospital after my appendix surgery because they were helping Emma move apartments. But Emma got Disneyland on my birthday. I scrolled through her story. Splash Mountain, Space Mountain. They even went to the expensive character dinner at the Grand Californian, the dinner I'd been asking to do together for literally 15 years. Every time I brought it up, it was maybe next year, or that's so expensive for what it is. My phone buzzed. A text from my mom in our family group chat, having such a magical day with our girl, not their girls, plural, their girl, singular. I screenshot the whole thing and sent it to my best friend Rachel with the message, "Guess who's the invisible child again?" Her response was immediate. "I'm coming over with wine and we're burning some shit down." But as I sat there, staring at those photos, something clicked. A memory from 3 months ago that I'd almost forgotten in the haze of my everyday hurt. Grandma's funeral. I was the only one who spoke, the only one who cried, the only one who'd visited her every single week for the past 5 years while my parents were too busy and Emma was too anxious about nursing homes. After the service, Grandma's lawyer had pulled me aside. She left some specific instructions. He'd said, "Call me next week." I'd been so buried in grief and work that I'd barely processed our conversation. But now, sitting here looking at my family's Disney adventure that I wasn't invited to, his words came flooding back. The beach house in Outer Banks, the one my family had been using every summer for 8 years, the one I was mysteriously never available for because the dates just didn't work with my schedule. The house that funded their lifestyle, their vacations, their ability to take spontaneous trips to Disneyland. That house belonged to my grandmother, and now it belonged to me, along with everything else, the investment accounts, the savings, the trust fund that had been quietly supporting my parents' comfortable lifestyle for decades, $2.3 million. All of it mine now because I was the only grandchild who treated her like family instead of an ATM with dementia. I pulled up the lawyer's number and called. "I need to make some changes to the beach house access," I said when he answered. "I was wondering when you'd call," he replied. "Your grandmother said you'd know when the time was right." An hour later, I had the email drafted, a formal notice that their free use of the property was terminated effective immediately. I attached the legal documents proving my ownership, but I didn't send it yet. Instead, I screenshot Emma's Disney story one more time. This time, I posted it in our family group chat with just 5 words, "Enjoying your last vacation." The response was immediate and predictable. "Dad, what's that supposed to mean?" "Mom, don't be dramatic, honey." "Emma, why are you being weird about this?" I waited exactly 60 seconds. Then I hit forward on that email from the lawyer. My phone exploded. Mom called 17 times. Dad sent paragraph-long texts about family loyalty. Emma sent crying voice messages saying I was being dramatic. Then I forwarded them all the same email. The one from Grandma's lawyer explaining that effective immediately, I was revoking their access to the beach house. The house they'd been using rent-free for 8 years. The Disney photos suddenly stopped coming. 2 hours later, all 3 of them were at my door. For the first time in my adult life, they were actually prioritizing me. Mom was crying. Dad was apologizing. Emma looked terrified. I opened the door and said the words I'd been waiting 32 years to say, "Now I'm too busy."